Shit to go in there. Hey everybody, what's going on, man? So it is shut?
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Robert with Guitar Journeys. Thank you so much for watching me. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, everybody. So, guess what? It's hot today, man. Yeah. Our weather is insane this year, man. Well, one day it's in the 50s and raining. The next day it's 90 degrees. This is insane. All my hair fell off, man, because it's so crazy weather. I'm down to nothing, man. All right, guys, we're going to do a quick live stream. And then I guess I will go lay down and listen to some music. That's what I really like to do. I like to listen to some tunes. So I'll tell you a little crazy thing that happened to us, man. My wife and I went for a walk. Just my wife and I, not the dog. The dog, he's too old to go for walks now. He can't keep up, man. About a block, he wants to lay down. Okay, so anyways, we go over by the park, right? Well, there's 3 little white dogs. And you could tell that the mom, now I'm not for sure if this dog was the mom to the little one or not, but there was like a older female dog, and then there was a dog that looked like he's like an older male, and then there was a dog that looked like it was kind of a puppy, like a baby puppy. Okay, so when the dogs seen us, they took off. Well, we picked up this little dog. I don't know. We probably shouldn't have picked up the little dog, but we did pick it up. We just kind of wanted to check it out, you know? Well, the other 2 dogs took off. And we're standing there with this little dog, and we can't see where the other dogs went to. So we had to start walking around and asking people, hey, do you know where this dog belongs to? Luckily, we found a woman, and she said they belong over there across the street. They have a crap load of dogs. They don't take care of them, but that's where they go, right over there. That's where they belong. So I went over there and I knocked on the door, and some little girl answered the door. She's probably like, I don't know, 6, 7 years old. Well, when she opened the door, I seen this big, looked like a pit bull, but I'm not for sure exactly what kind of dog it was, but it was big. And I asked her, I said, could you please shut the door? Because I was afraid of that big dog. And she looked out there, and my wife was holding this little dog, and I said, is this little dog yours? Hi there. They said, yeah, that's our dog. And so we gave her the dog, and you could just tell that they were not taking care of these dogs. They were not taking care of their kids. The house, I just glanced inside the house, but it was not clean, and just a mess. But yeah, don't pick up any stray dogs, man. No, it wasn't that good of a deal, but we did get the dog back to its owners, but like I say, they're not taking care of those dogs. So, is that door shut? Marie? Huh? I guess my wife went outside. So anyways, oh yeah, man, I think it's like 90 degrees outside. I'm telling you, it's hot out there. 81, okay. Still a little warm, man. Still a little warm. Yeah, I guess we did. We were afraid that if we set the dog down, they would get ran over. And we didn't want the little dog to get ran over. But I told my wife, I said, I'm not taking that dog home. We're going to find somewhere. I tried to give it away to some old guy, and my wife got mad at me. And I said, well, I'm not taking this dog home, man. I got a dog at home already. I don't need another one. Oh, yeah. So what you guys up to today? All right. What's that mean? Daniel 7. I don't get it. You're having business problems? Is that what you said? What kind of problems are you having? Maybe I could help you. I was in business for myself for 20 years. And man, oh man, I would never do it again. Oh God, I say I would never do it again, and guess what? I'm thinking about doing it again. But it's different, man. Playing the guitar is different than going out and working at people's houses. Dealing with people is the worst. The worst thing ever, man. I didn't mind doing the work. And when the people were good, they hired me, I did the work, they paid me, it was okay. But the people, the amount of people out there that want to rip you off, that try to scam you, it's amazing. It really is. It's some real crappy people out there, man. I don't ever do work for someone and let them pay you back or pay you later. Don't do it. Just tell them, I can't do it, man. If you ain't got the money, I can't do the work. I can't begin to tell you how many times I fell for that crap. They'd promise me, oh my God, I promise you so much. When I get paid, I'll pay you every penny that I owe you. Let me pay you. Even the people that did pay me, a little bit, they didn't finish paying me. They paid me some payments, but not everything. So don't do it, man. My number one tip for people that are in business, don't do it. can't begin to tell you how many houses we went to. And I cut them a break, or I did it, you know, and they were supposed to pay me later. And I go back later, and the house was empty. They didn't live there no more. I couldn't believe it, man. One lady, she let me believe that it was her house the whole time I was working there. And then when I got done, she said I needed to send the bill to the landlord. I come unglued, man. And I said, Jesus, how do you not know that that's not right to do that to somebody? Oh, my landlord's good, he'll pay you. I said, no, that's not how things work. I need to talk to your landlord to even work on his property, you know? I need to make sure that he's okay with me even being here. More or less sending him a bill for work I done. That's just crazy. When someone comes to my house, or when I call someone to come work at my house, I let them know right away, man. I'm gonna pay you when you're done. I'm gonna pay you when you get done. I'm gonna write you a check. Is that okay? I'll let them know as soon as they get to my house. Usually, they tell me before I tell them. You know, hello, I'm here to do work. You need to pay me when I'm done. Yeah, I know that. I got you, man. That's just kind of a written rule, you know what I mean? Or unwritten rule, I guess. But yeah, that's how life works. When someone comes to your house to do work, you need to pay them. I'm a little bit freaking out because it's been like so hot this spring. I'm kind of wondering like what is it going to be like in the summer? Because to have this kind of weather in April, oh man, it might be really, really scorching hot. I got it 72 degrees in here. The air conditioner just now kicked on at 3:30 in the afternoon. And too hot. I wonder what she was doing down there. My wife went downstairs. I'm like, what the heck is she doing down there? She is sewing. backing track too much. Easy Chicago. Well, my friend, I didn't know very much about guitars, and I went guitar shopping. And we had been, this was our second, well, honestly, I had been shopping for about a month. I had been looking around at used guitars. And every used guitar that I seen, like in a store, or I didn't want to buy a used guitar just like off of the street. I wanted it to be like at a music shop. Excuse me. Every one that I seen was, I thought, too expensive. So we started going to music stores. And this was probably about the third or fourth music store we went to. And they had a bunch of acoustic guitars in like a little area where it was perfect humidity. And this guitar, when I walked up to the glass and looked in there, this guitar really stood out to me. and it was on sale. It was a decent sale, and yeah, I just liked the way it looked, man. I really honestly didn't even know what a Taylor was. This was my second guitar, and I was probably in about 3 years, I think. 3 years into it, maybe 4, when I bought this guitar. But I like it. It's a nice guitar. You can really tell when you pick this guitar up, the quality of the guitar is really good. And you can tell that. If you pick up, like, let's say my very first guitar that I bought was a Japanese Fender acoustic, and I paid $125 for it, used. If you pick up that guitar and play around with it for a little bit, and then you pick up this guitar, you will definitely notice a huge difference in the quality of the guitar. As far as it being a cutaway, you know, to me it sounds great. When you play it, it sounds really good. I do know that some acoustic guitar players don't like the cutaway. They say it takes the volume out. But for what I do, I like the guitar good. I honestly have enough acoustic guitars. If I bought another acoustic guitar, I would like to have a smaller, like a mini guitar. But I actually have that with my travel guitar because it's really small. So at this point in my life, if I was going to spend the money on another guitar, it would be another Stratocaster. So there you go, man. When I first started putting on shows at the nursing homes, I took this guitar. And when you get done playing, after an hour of playing with this guitar, you feel like you're holding a piano. It just feels so big. And I don't know, it bugged me real bad that this thing just felt so big. That's why I bought my Acoustasonic, because it feels real little and it's light. And the other thing about the Acoustasonic is that on the back, on the neck, it's like an unfinished. So there's no like, what would you call this? Like a polyurethane finish. These get real sticky. Even my Stratocaster's like that. When your hands start getting sweaty and you're playing, it gets to where it's hard to move your hand because it gets like sticky. So I would like to have a Fender Stratocaster with a wood fretboard. Rosewood, I think, is what most guitars have, but I'd like to have a wood finish and then an unfinished on the back side of the neck. And I would really like to get the body to be in a really bright red metal flake. And then from there, I want to customize it with putting on a red chrome pickguard. But you know, those are dreams, man. For right now, I got all the guitars I need. I just need to learn how to play them better. So yeah. So what are you up to, man? Are you still with me? You still with me, Mr. Bluegrass? Do you have videos on your YouTube channel? I'd like to go check it out, man, and see what you do. I don't really like the way this thing sounds when you plug it into an amplifier. It takes the goodness away from it, I think. You just don't, to me, and that's just my opinion, it doesn't sound like an acoustic anymore. When you hook it up to an amplifier, it sounds, you're just getting more like an electric guitar sound. You're not getting the acoustic sound. So to put a microphone right here by the sound hole, I never quite understood why they did that, but I do get it now, because that's how you keep the sound. Yeah, do you feel the same way, huh? Yeah, when you plug it into the amplifier, it kind of loses that acoustic sound. But I don't know how you're just going to sit right there in one place. I guess you just have to make sure you don't move away from the mic too much. You know, not real sure what's going to happen, you know, like with my future guitar playing as far as being acoustic and electric. I want to do more like the electric stuff. And but I'm always going to play my acoustic guitars. I mean, I play this thing every morning, man. I get up, I sit here, I play around with this for a couple hours. Then I go downstairs, I get my electric guitars, I play around with those for a couple of hours. Yeah, I think it's important to play both. This one here keeps your fingers strong. has 11s on it. It came with 11s. Yeah. Yeah, I feel the same way, man. You definitely take the acoustic sound away from it when you hook it up to an amplifier. Excuse me. I kind of forget. Oh yeah, this has 11s on it. I tried to put 10s on it, and the G string made a weird buzzing sound. Oh, here comes my strings right now, man. I ordered some strings, and it's kind of weird, man, because they said they're gonna come on Sunday. I'm like, wow, how? But Amazon's delivering on Sundays now. Ain't that crazy? So I bought some 10s, and they're gonna be for my my Acoustasonic. She's real. There's some woman. She's being real nice and quiet. She just set him right down there on the porch. Let me go get him, man. I'll show him to you. So I found this brand of strings called Labella, and so let me finish telling you what happened, okay? And then you can kind of see what happened from there. Okay. The G string would make a weird buzzing sound, and there's a guy in the town, the next town from where we live. He has a music shop, and I went over there. I just was curious to see what he had in the shop. So I went in there to kind of look around, and I bought a slide when I was in there, and I asked him what he thought, and he said because the 11s made that hole a certain size, that I'll have to go back to the 11s or replace that nut. But there are some other things that you can try, but I just don't feel like trying it. But he was right. I went home and I took one of the old strings, because I always keep the bottom strings, right, the little ones, and I put that G string from the 11 back in it, and the buzzing sound went away. So as long as I just keep using 11s, I'm good. Well, it's not gonna help anything to cut that nut, because you're just gonna make it bigger. You know what I mean? The 11s fit in there, and 11s, they're called extra light 11s. They're not bad. Hang on just a second, man. I'm gonna get these strings off the porch. I'm gonna show them to you. Okay. Amazon on Sunday, man. Well, Mr. Bluegrass, I'm just going to keep using 11s. Let me tell you something. That was 10 years ago, my friend. Okay? 10 years ago that happened. I only had the 10s on there for probably about 2 months. And it's true what he said. Get rid of take the 10s off and put 11s back on, and that sound will go away. And it did. It went away. Okay, so check these out, man. These are strings from Labella. Okay. These are 10s. I'm going to put this on my Acoustasonic. I always order, when I order strings for one of my guitars, I always order 2. Okay. That way I got a duplicate of the strings that I have on the guitar. So if I'm out somewhere and the guitar, one of the strings does break, then I have an extra set of strings. So I'm going to put this on my Acoustasonic, and these are the backup that I'll have in case something happens. Yeah, it's all good, man. Like I said, it's not a problem at all. I was kind of surprised when he said that that's what the problem was, and how quick he knew just right away. He knew exactly what the problem was. He said, get rid of the 10s, put the 11s back on there, you'll be good. And yeah, sure enough, man, it worked. It worked fine. The little buzzing sound went away. So yeah, I got this here too, man. I know it's probably a cheap Japanese made, but it's a string gauge. I want to measure my yeah, like I said, it's probably a cheapo, but it should work okay. I need to I want to measure my the main thing that I want to measure is my it looks pretty nice. See it? It was only like $14, so. But I want to measure my pickups on my Stratocaster. I don't know exactly where they need to be set, so I just kind of set them myself by looking at it and looking at pictures of other ones. But I really do need to measure it. But yeah, I'm kind of finding that out, man, about like this little part right here is how you measure your frets. And I know nothing about what I'm measuring. That's cool. But I figure when I look it up and I see like what it is that it's supposed to be set on, I will have a little ruler, a little measuring deal. I'll put this back in here and we'll try it out later. So do you work on your own guitars? When I first got my first guitar, I didn't know anything about it. And I wanted to put some new strings on it because the woman I bought it from said it probably needed new strings. I took it to a music shop and had them. Okay, cool, man. I do too. But when I first started, I took my guitar, the one that I paid $100 and some for, I took it to the music store and I had them put strings on it and set everything up. So, I probably could use to have someone do that on my Stratocaster, to be honest with you. Well, I was gonna try to open this up real nice and neat so that I didn't rip anything, but I guess we're beyond that. Have you ever tried these strings? Labella? They say that they are the oldest string manufacturer in the world, and that these strings are made in New York. No, you never tried them? Like I said, I have them on my travel guitar, and I like them a lot. And these strings are, wouldn't you know it, I can't think of the name of them. When I bought this guitar, it came with that brand of strings. And I've always used that brand of strings on this guitar. And I just can't think of the brand right now, but it's like the brand that a lot of people are using. Let me look it up real quick. If I just put in guitar strings, they're gonna pop up. Elixir. That's what I use, Elixir strings. Those Elixirs. They're okay strings and everything, but they've been separating. They separate where the frets are at. Can you hear that? They have little gaps. Everywhere where the fret is at, they have little gaps like they're coming apart. I don't know, these strings, I don't think these strings are that old, but they need to be replaced. I think I got some 11s downstairs. So. I'll probably put the Elixirs back on here because I got them downstairs. But I might, if I like these a lot, I'm gonna put these on my Acoustasonic. If I like them a lot, I'll probably order me some of those in 11. They're cheap too, man. They're only like around $7 for strings. You have Martin? Okay, cool, man. I bought some Martin strings, but I bought them too big. They're 12 gauge. And I put them on my Martin guitar. They're on there right now, as a matter of fact. And they're pretty hard on your fingers. So, but they're still on there. I don't play my Martin very often. Like I said, I've got more into like electric guitars than I am acoustic guitars. But are you having a snack, honey? I can't believe it's already 4 o'clock. Almost lunchtime. I know a lot of people use the Ernie Ball. I did try I tried some Super Slinky Ernie Ball. They seem to be all right. I had them on my Stratocaster for about a year. But I don't know, man. I seen that labella and I said, I asked some people, I asked some friends of mine if they ever tried them, and no one even had heard of them. So I said, I like to try something a little different, so I put them on. All right, man, I'm gonna get out of here, bud. That walk in the 80 degrees kind of wore me out, man. I need to go lay down and rest for a bit. It'll take me a half of a codeine pill and go listen to some tunes. Do you play only bluegrass music? Yeah? Is that what you call that, shedding, when they come apart? Because, no, you don't just play bluegrass, you play a little bit of everything? But is that what you call that, shedding? Or is that what you said no to? You don't like them? I'm not a huge fan of them anymore. I will say that those strings that are on there are probably past time. You call it shedding? Okay, that's cool, man. Yeah, I don't know how long those strings have been on there. I'll be honest with you. Time gets away. They're probably a couple of years old. So they're definitely time to change them. I'll probably do that on a live video. All right, man, I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah, but these kind of like separate. And like I said, these are too old. That's probably why they're doing that, because they're old. All right, man. Take care, buddy. Go play some music, all right? I'm going to get out of here, go chill out for a while. Thanks for joining me, man. I appreciate it. You helping me out, bud. I'm up to 725 hours. So I'm kicking some butt, dude. I'm going to go live. I'm going to try to go live every day until I get 4,000 hours. I mean, I know I'm going to miss a couple of days here and there, but I'm really got my mind set on getting that 4,000 hours so I can get monetized on YouTube. But I appreciate it, man. You take care, all right? All right. See y'all. Peace out. Take care, man. Go play some tunes, brother.